Having an effective base in Palworld is the key to success and the key to make things go faster, better, and have better gear. Today we're going to be talking about what are the best pals to have in your base, why. I'm also going to give you their location. In addition to that, I'll also give you guys different characters you might pick if those aren't available for you guys, and why they're extremely important to make your game go a lot smoother, a lot faster, and just a lot better. So if you like how that sounds, let's dive right into it. So whenever we talk about the working side of Palworld, we got to talk about the jobs that are currently available and the most important ones, right? So let's take a look at this one. So for the work stability, guys, we have Kindling, which this is going to be extremely important once you get into the level 15 and higher. We have planting. That's extremely important at the early stages of the game, so you want to make sure you have that on point. You have handiwork. Handiwork is just, them doing stuff. This is kind of vital in the sense at the early stages of the game, but it gets super ramped up towards the end. We have lumbering, which is extremely important at the beginning. Medicine production, to be honest, quite honest with you guys, I don't find medicine production effective in this game at all. I haven't found a reason to actually put it into play because theoretically you could just go out and buy the medicine. So I really don't pay too much attention to medicine. Transporting, this is a key one, guys, because this is going to save you a ton of time. Usually what tends to happen is your pals will get a lot of wood, your pals will get a lot of rocks, and if they're not put inside the containers, then you're kind of always like, where's the wood? What happened to the wood? So transporting is actually very huge, and this is actually a very important thing right off the beginning. Watering, another important thing right at the beginning as well, due to the fact that that's going to be kind of the way you get food. Generating electricity, I think anything for generating electricity, I think for 20 higher, 20 plus, it gets very effective. We're going to talk about the best characters for that. Gathering, really important. This is just for your food, get your supplement. Mining is a very key component as well. Cooling, 30 and up, and then farming, I think, right off the bat, this is actually pretty good. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is going to be Kindling, and I'm going to talk about who I think is the best person for this particular job. All right, so let's get started with the first one, guys, and this is going to be based on your Kindling, okay? So for Kindling, the number one you want to get is this guy right here, guys, called German Tide. Now, this guy is amazing because he's a level 4 at Kindling, and this is who you want to make sure you get at, that's going to be like your main goal. This is who you want to get for Kindling. Of course, I'm going to give you guys a alternative, you guys, because I know you won't have this at the early stages of the game. So this is something you're probably going to be able to get like at level 30. So highly recommend you try to pick him up, and he will be located right here on the map. So you're trying to pick him up. This is the section you want to go to in the map here, and you'll be able to pick him up right here. That's the only way he spawns. So he is a very, very good character for that. Now, the second character I want to recommend for this one is going to be this one right here. And he is my second favorite due to the fact that not only he does really good kindling, but he's really good when it comes to being able to do transporting at level 3. So this guy, level 3 kindling, and then transporting at level 3. So he's able to do two things at once. Really, really good. Now, my other this guy is going to be located right here as well in this back part right here. So this is once again a level 30. So you want to make sure, you keep that constantly right here. Now, what's going to get you there, right? What's going to actually be the thing that's going to get you there before you guys do anything is this guy here called Wixen. Wixen's actually pretty good. Level 2 kindling. Level 3 handling and level 3 transporting. He's a multitasker, but he does kindling pretty well, and that should get you set up. He's usually spawns right here early in the game, so you'll be able to get to this area and just farm him. But of course, everybody's going to start off with this guy, right? The Ruby, or everybody's going to start off with Fox Park, and you'll be able to find him early in the game. So this is going to be your starting class, but your end goal are those characters I mentioned for kindling. All right, so now let's talk about planting. Now, planting, guys, this is where things become really crazy because we have some really good characters for planting. Number one, I highly recommend Lilin. I think Lilin is amazing. She's a level 4 planter, level 3 handiwork, and level 2 gatherer. So she does everything that has to do with planting, gathering the plants, and the handiwork. She's a very good character and definitely the one I would highly recommend. That's going to be your end goal. Now, apart from this, she's going to spawn right here. I forgot to tell you guys. She's going to spawn on this side right here. Very far apart. This is usually like end game, but that's who you want to pick up for your planting. And you could just kind of just set up like one person to do planting, and she'll probably just take care of like multiple of the plant stations. So she's going to be up located right here. Now, in addition to that, if you're not able to pick her up, you're going to be able to pick this person up, which is a little bit earlier, called Petalia. Now, Petalia, she's a level 3 planting, level 2 handling, level 2 gatherer, and she does transporting as well. But you're actually able to find her a little bit earlier in the game. And I think she does really, really good. And that's who you want to go with. This one you're going to be able to find on this side of the island as well. And you could pick her up very, very early in the game. Now, of course, if you are going to start off, of course, you're going to start off with Limb Monk. Limb Monk is really good. He's a level 1 planter, level 1 handling and lumbering. Very good character for planting. You could alternate with this guy right here, which is the Tansy. So both of these, Lymph Monk and Tansy, are going to be your kind of like your starter class. But apart from that, that is going to be your end goal when it comes to planting. All right, so now let's talk about handiwork. Now for handiwork, guys, we're going to need to find Anubis. Anubis is actually like the best handiwork person, hands down. Now, one tip I want to give you, he does multiple things. He does mining and transporting. If you guys want him to just be like your just do handiwork, make sure you set him up to do the handiwork, and he's going to be doing everything really good. He does mining and transporting as well, but this is going to be your end goal. Now, you're able to pick him up. He's actually a boss. He's not going to show up right here, but he'll show up on the map. I'll show you guys exactly where that's at. So if I pull up my map here, he's going to be located up here in the map, and he's a level 47, so that's going to be like your end goal, but very, very effective character when it comes to being able to do handling. And let's go ahead and show you the other one I recommend, and this is going to be early stages. You'll be able to find him. He's going to be your second one that you want to make sure you pick up as quickly as you possibly can, called Lunaris. Now, Lunaris is actually pretty good. Level 3 handiwork. He's a gatherer and transporter, and you'll be able to find him, once again, another boss that you'll be able to get early. I wouldn't say super duper early, maybe like he's going to be located right here, guys, right? So Lunaris is going to be a level 32 character. Now, for some reason, I know you guys are like, Laser, bro, that's so high up. Like, how do I do that? Right? How do I do that? So the next one you want to go with, if you're not able to pick them up, then if you want someone to get you through it, Cadavan's going to be the one that's going to be very good for handling there. He should get the job done without a problem. But once you guys get a chance to be able to upgrade, you're definitely going to want to upgrade to one of those other two characters that I mentioned before. All right, so now let's talk about lumbering, guys. And this is the one you want to have for lumbering, the Wumpa Butan. This guy is amazing. There's a couple Wumpas. There's this Frost Wumpa, and then there's this one. The only difference is that this one does cooling, and this one doesn't do cooling. All right, so that's the only major difference. But this one does planting, so it alternates between the cooling and the planting. I personally like this guy, the green one, the Wumpa Buta. He's going to be located right here as well. So you're going to be able to get two characters off of that. And he is great because he's a level 3 lumberer. So really, really good. Now, if for some reason you can't pick him up and you're having a hard time picking him up, the one I recommend, this one right here. And this one you actually pick up really early in the game. Kind of like level 15, 20. So you'll be able to pick him up really fast. And that's going to be, where is he? All right, let's see where you at, brother. Come on, show yourself. There he is. Yeah, but Bushi. Now, he's really good. Lumber, level 3, and he does a lot of things. The reason I don't put him as number 1 is because he does kindling, he does handiwork, he does transporting, he does everything. He's like a multitasker, a really good one. But I feel like he's really, really effective, like, to take with you to fight. But really good character to have if you guys don't want to pick up Womba. And then last but not least, guys, is this one. I didn't want to mention this one because Warsat, because this one's really hard to get in one sense, and by the time you get him, you might as well have picked pick the other guy. So once again, level 3 lumber and transporter. So he's not only able to cut the wood, but he's able to put it away as well. And this one, guys, you're gonna find it right here as well. And I didn't show you guys the where to find Banshee here. Where's he at? Banshee here, yeah. So you're gonna be able to pick him up right here. Actually, this guy, I've picked him up in other areas, but what you could do, which is the way I did it, is I went along the ridges of the water, and they're usually inside the water, and that's how I got him earlier. So he really good character to have, especially for that trait. All right, so real quick, we're going to go through medicine production. I personally don't feel like you should worry about medicine production, but if you want the best of the best, you're going to want to pick her, Lilin. Lilin, I think she's the best one for medicine production. So just look for her. I showed you guys where she's at, and you guys should be good to go. All right, for transporting, guys, Wumpa is the best transporter, level 4 transporter, one that I highly recommend you guys definitely pick up. And he's gonna get the job done. You kind of just need to put like 2 of these, if you have a big base, and they will do all the transporting for you guys. Another character that I like because I feel like it's really good and he doesn't get stuck is this guy right here. He is able to transport level 3, but he's usually flying around, so he doesn't kind of bump into anyone. So it's a really good character to have on your base to be able to transport and move things back and forth. Now, if you're looking for someone to do stuff a little bit earlier in the game, you could get Killamiri, and he's really good. He's a level 2 transporter, and one that I would pick because you could just literally just put him in transport. He does gathering, but he is pretty quick as long as you get him with the right perk. So that's who I would go with as my second. Other than that, guys, for transporting, you could kind of, you just go with any of these guys. They'll get he'll be able to get the job done. All right, so now on to watering, guys. The best of the best is Jormuntide. He's the best one going to be for watering. He's going to be able to put in the work. Level 4, guys. Level 4 with watering. This guy's not going to run out of water, guys. You're going to be able to take him out. Now, him, you're able to pick up in the map as well. He is a boss, and if we pull up our map here, we will be able to find him. He's going to be located right... No, actually, this guy's in the water, I believe, right here. You'll be able to pick him up right here within the water section of the map. So once you pick him up, you're good to go and, get your water effect here. You can actually pick this one up really quickly. You just got to play it very passively to get his health down and then use one of your spheres, okay? Now, if you guys are trying to figure out what else to use if you don't have that one, I feel like the one I would recommend, and you could get very early, is Penkin. Penkin is actually really good. He's a level 2 waterer, and if you can't get him, then Pinglet is going to be your second, your first, like the main one that you pick up, and then you move over to Pinkling, and then you move your way up. So I think that's, as far as watering is concerned, that is definitely who you want to go with. All right, so now let's talk about electricity. For electricity, guys, of course, we have the best of the best, and then we have someone else that could take his, could fill those roles. So where is this guy here? Orskin, Orsorek. He's really good. Level 4 electricity, so he's going to provide electricity for your base without a problem, without a doubt. So he's going to be your end goal. Apart from that, if you aren't able to get him, then you have Grisbolt, which is going to be your second one that I would recommend. And he is very hard to get, this one right here, because he's going to be located in one section of the map and spawns very rarely. So you're going to want to pick him up there. And I forgot to show you guys where this guy's at. This guy is going to be located further out right here in the island. But if you're not able to get that, then you're going to have to get Jolsey or Sparkit, which spawn really early in the match. So these guys are going to be level 1s, but they should be able to get the electricity. I personally feel like you don't really need the electricity that early, so you could get one of those two I mentioned before to be able to get the electricity going. All right, so for gathering, guys, the number 1, guys, is going to be this guy right here, the Jetrangan. He is amazing, level 3 gatherer, but I know a lot of people are going to struggle picking him up. He is a boss, and he spawns very, I wouldn't say late in the game, but he's going to spawn on this side of the map, and he's a level 50. So this is going to be difficult for you guys to pick up. So that's why I just wanted to mention it, because he is a level, he is like the top of the top. But with that being said, the other one I really like, and you're able to get pretty early, I wouldn't say like super early, but you're able to get him pretty early, is Verdash. Verdash is pretty good. Once again, he's really good at gathering, level 3 gatherer, and you're actually able to pick him up pretty early in the game. Right here on this side of the map, you can just fly over there and try to pick him up. Usually not that much of a threat, so you should be able to get him without a doubt. Now, of course, earlier than that, guys, if you're trying to get earlier than that, then you're probably going to want to go with Tansy or Liftmog to be able to get that gathering effect going. All right, guys, so for mining, we got this guy at level 4. He is amazing, but once again, very hard to get. He's almost endgame character, but he is a level 4 miner, and he will do the crazy amount of mining for you guys once you guys are able to pick him up. So once you get towards the end game, this is who you want to have mining. But I know a couple of you guys are gonna be like, "Yo, Laser, you crazy, bro? I'm gonna get that guy, right?" So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you my second best, which is one that I love, and it's gonna be this guy right here. And it's the one that I'm currently using right now to mine all my eggnog and all that stuff right now. And that is going to be Digitoys. Now, this guy's really good. I love the effect. I like the way he mines. It's just pretty awesome. This guy is a level 3 miner, but he gets the job done. Now, apart from that, the other ones I would recommend, like at a level, very low level, is Rush Whore. He's going to be really good. His location's going to be right here. He's pretty much all over the map. You're going to be able to find him without a problem. So you should be able to start off with him to just do that, kind of like that rocket digging for you guys. And let me show you, I didn't show you guys where this one was at. So let me just make sure I show you guys. This is going to be located right here on the map and also right here. So you're going to be able to pick and dig. It's always up there. Now, I didn't show you where I got the boss. So the boss is going to be located over here. And that is where you guys pick him up. He is a level 48 boss, but he does perfectly when it comes to mining. So definitely would recommend you guys, pick him up. All right, so now on to cooling, guys. The best of the best for cooling, guys, is going to be Frostallion. He is amazing. Once again, another boss, pretty high level, and that's going to be your end goal. I mean, I don't use cooling too much. I have gone to the desert. I've been looking for another like really cool spot to farm, materials for him. So I'm still searching, but he might become very effective for that stage. But this is going to be your number one when it comes to cooling. As far as that's concerned, the next one up is going to be Cryo, and he is going to be located, where is he? Cryo, he's right here. Cryolix, he's going to be located right here. I'll show you guys where he's a level 3-1, and he's located a little bit further up into the snowy areas. Now, for the first one I mentioned, which is the Frost guy, that's going to be a boss that you're going to be able to get, and he's going to be located right up here as well, and you'll be able to pick him up. Where is he? He is going to be, hold on, fellas. He's right here. So, yeah, Frostallion is going to be located right here. You're going to be able to pick him up, and you should be able to get it done. This is a level 50 character, but it does get the job done. All right, so now for the last of the last, guys, let's talk about farming, and that is to get wool and be able to start making your clothes. Lambo is going to be your number one. Chipaki is going to be for the eggs, so that's going to be your farming categories. Now, there are a little bit more alternatives when it comes to the wool side of things, because you're able to go the Christmas section. He just does wool, so that's all he's going to do. So if you want to have one character that just does one thing and one thing well, you're going to do him. And then the last one I would recommend is the alpaca. The alpaca, she will do wool and leather. So once you get to a little bit later in the game, like that level 20 threshold, where you're going to start using more leather, this is a really good one to have to get you all the stuff. And that is all the best characters that come when it comes to setting up in your base. And once you guys get to like the top of the top, you guys are going to be seeing that your base goes very productive very fast. Now, if you would like to see a video on how to set things up in your base, let me know in the comment section down below so we can put that video out together for you guys. Now, I highly recommend you check out this video that's popping up right now on the screen. You definitely got to watch that one and get it done. So make sure you guys check that out whenever you guys get a chance. Hope you guys are enjoying your content. If you are doing the huge favor, guys, drop a comment, drop a like. But most importantly, subscribe, turn those notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.